You're tuned into the Drunken Threesomes with the first ladies. Got you turning up the temperature about 80 degrees. Growing up in a DMV, go best friend, go best friend. Finding on this sisterhood, we know you love this blend. Come toast with us, get drunk with us, and get into this tea. Come spar with us, no judge with us, and R.E.A.D. Okay, you looking like you wanna come over and take a peek. You can have one of us or all three of us with the swinger of the week. Wow.
Okay.
Hey, it's Meika AKA Taji.
It's Kia.
And this is Mel, and this is the Drunken Threesomes with the First Ladies. Welcome.
Hey guys, how are
Are you get? Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Listen. Hey guys.
You always being bad. Always being bad.
Yeah.
Yes. So this evening's episode shout out goes to drum roll, please. Okay. Yes, with the tongue. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Project NoName Podcast.
Whoop,
A
whoop. Yes.
A full collection of work from the imagination of Ryan McKinney and Marcus Antoine. This channel has a range of entertainment from music, podcasts, short films, and more.
Okay.
Follow them on Instagram at Project No Name 54. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to their channel. Shout out to you guys! Yay!
And shout out to them. That most recent interview, I forgot what the boy name is. It's a local DMV artist, rapper. And I think they got like 500 views on that.
Oh wow, that's what's up.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's make sure y'all subscribe to my son's page, him and his friend Ryan. Y'all subscribe to their YouTube and give them their likes and all that, interviews and all that stuff. Yes. Thank you.
We're so proud of you guys.
Yes, they're doing really well.
Okay.
Yes, make this money. So we retire.
And speaking of smoney, but it's not really smoney, let's grab our glasses. Everyone, swingers, hey y'all doing? Get y'all drinks and stuff.
Okay.
And let's clink, clink to another episode. And I'm having sangria with berries and cherries. Oh, berries and cherries. Yeah.
Okay, berries and cherries.
Yeah,
Okay, I like that.
sangria tonight. Keeping it a little light. Yeah. In my eyes.
Okay.
That ain't like that. That's heavy.
That's heavy. Looks heavy.
Yes. In the ass.
Big, okay.
Still going strong. But I'm starting to enjoy my handy dandy white cup. Yes. I have Black Girl Magic Rosé. It's not sweet, but it'll do.
Yes, rosé isn't sweet. I thought it was, but I don't know. Well, I got my green apple Moscato. Yes, on the ones and two.
Yum.
Okay.
That sounds delish.
And a good. Okay. Well, yes. So, welcome to all of our new swingers. If you're new, thank you for joining us for the first time. And to all of our old host swingers, thank you for allowing us to keep you coming back. Make sure if you haven't done so, you hit the subscribe button, you smash the like button on this episode and all the episodes. Just go back and like. Comment and share and get us on the recommended page on your YouTube. So yes, we appreciate you for tuning in and joining our orgy.
Okay.
And speaking of swingers, let's get into the swinger of the week. Okay. This week's swinger is Frida. Yes.
Frida.
So I met this lovely lady. She was one of the waxers in my esthetician school. She also has a podcast. I forgot the name. I'm so sorry. She has a podcast as well. But yeah, she be tuning in. She's commented and she's giving feedback.
Okay.
She loves, she loves women's podcasts. It's been times where I'll just put it in the chat at the school chat, my class. I'll be like, if y'all ain't doing nothing, watch the podcast. So yeah, she definitely tunes in. So thank you so much, Frida,
Oh,
for
thank you, girl.
Hey, Frida girl.
appreciate you. Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
Frida.
I like. Yes. All right, girl. You getting us watched in school. In
Okay.
school. Okay.
In school, yes. In the school.
Okay,
Listen, I
guys.
ain't mad at it. So,
Mhm.
that got me excited. So, speaking of excitement, did anything exciting happen this
Did I
weekend?
clap these cheeks?
Did you? Inquiring minds
Like
want
me and
to
Gracie
know.
wanted to know.
I
Okay.
know. So I did want to know. Well, actually, I was supposed to clap the cheeks out of town, but I had to work, so I could not go out of town this weekend and clap these
Okay.
cheeks. But
Oh,
yes,
Okay. No clapping.
yes,
Okay.
it's okay.
It's okay.
Next
yeah,
time.
yeah, maybe next.
Yes.
What about you, mate?
Oh, what would I do this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I'll just name a recap. I mean, not a recap, but like a highlight I had when I was watching How to Build a Sex Room. It was on Netflix.
Okay.
And it was really interesting, like the stories, like the people want these rooms, but the lady that designs them, she's really, really fucking good. It was like only exception 3 episodes. I didn't really like the design, but that was because of the people, like what they wanted. Like I'm Western and I want like a Western room. Like, shut up, that's stupid. But particularly it was episode 4. It was the poly couple, and they all live out of town, but it's this one house that they always come and link up at. But they say they partake in orgies and everything, and it's a party of 7, so it's 5 guys and 2 girls, and they wanted this sex room to symbolize a little bit of all of them. So I'm like, okay, like this is interesting. How she gonna do that? Like incorporate all they aspect, but she did. So it was one dude. He wants to be like, he was like, sometimes he likes to just sit back and watch. So he wants like a hidden little peeping Tom room where he can look at them getting it in, but they can't see what he's doing in the back.
You know,
And
free.
then okay, but what was
Yes, that's the
more
best.
interesting to me was the Asian. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know if she Asian, Chinese, or Japanese. My apologies,
Asian.
but Ling Ling was she
I was
she
gonna say my apologies
Is
and
it
say
Ling
Ling
Ling?
Ling.
You're
I
disrespectful,
like
bruh.
she was giving Ling Ling. She was like her hair. She was giving Ling Ling from the circle. Like she really was giving Ling Ling vibes. So I'm like, she said she want to drain. So they was like, huh? Like, what did she was like, it just gets messy and I want to drain. So it was like, can you elaborate? So she's like, okay, well, basically, I'm into bukkake fantasy. And they was like, what? And I was like, what? Who like
Knock me.
bukkake? Yes, bukkake fantasy. So then she said she also likes her fantasy is for all 6 of them, well, since it's 7 of them, but all 6 of them to pee on her at the same time. So she said the drain in the section will be very helpful so everything can go down and it's not as messy. But then I was like, well, I got to go look up bukkake. Like, I know what a golden shower is. Okay, girl, that's what you want. So apparently, girl, bukkake is, so there is 5 men and 2 girls. So basically, somehow she gonna have to, either these men are jerking off or she's jerking them off, but she want all of them to nut on her. It won't be at the same time, of course. They're all orgasm at different time, but all of their nut have to be on her. So she's gonna sit in the middle and let them nut. And I was like, ew, that's trail mix. Like, ew. Ew, like, so that's bukkake, and it's like a Japanese
Oh
saying
my
for
God.
a lot, multiple. So that's what she wanted, and after she put together they sex on, that thing was lit. Like, it was really nice, and she got her drain and bukkake fantasy. So it's a thing out here. So that was, yeah, girl, that was my little highlight in here watching How to Build a Sex Room on Netflix.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, that boo knock me
Not
girl.
trail mix. So
Yeah,
I'm still
that's
stuck on
trail
trail
mix.
mix.
Ew, that is.
That Afro booty K. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
what
you
they
stupid. That
I
is
cannot with
Afro-Body.
y'all.
Yes.
say.
Okay, well, my weekend wasn't that
That really
festive.
made me bust out laugh.
I was doing grown-up stuff, but not the kind, not
Woo!
the not of the clapping
Oh,
cheeks
God.
variety.
Mm.
I was we're getting our fence
Ew,
and deck
traffic.
done, so we had to do some
Woo.
adulting
You
this
say you getting
weekend.
what?
We're getting our fence, deck, and porch
Okay.
patio done this summer. So we were adulting, and I happened to see a special someone at the grocery store.
Oh yeah.
Melanie, I was like, because Travell got out the car. I was like, "Hi, godmommy." I'm like, "Who godmother is out here?" And I was like, "Oh, Melanie lives around the corner."
Okay, yes,
Yes, it's like,
CJ,
hi.
starting out.
Yes, it's all Pusha T. Yes, pushing. Yes, so that was fun.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So you had a cute little weekend. Y'all all had cute little weekends.
And a cute.
And I was definitely here watching those shows, having it's little interesting
A
weekend.
boot knock neek.
Whoa. This
Wow.
breaking news. Nature Boy has been indicted by the federal grand jury. So he was indicted of the charges.
Ooh.
As you know, he just had that another bond here. All his bond hearings keep getting denied.
But
Oh no, this is not breaking news. This was 3 hours ago, but still I just But yes, I'm just seeing it because I be in
Breaking news
school.
to us.
Yes, it's brand new breaking news to me. Okay.
Don't get Mika started.
please, oh Lord. Oh my
Mika,
God.
no,
Please. You know what? I just can't even with y'all. So
don't get her started with the
But
tears.
yes, he's been indicted,
please
so
don't.
he is in there, honey.
Mm.
Damn. So without further ado, come spar with us, no judge with us, and
R.E.
80. Okay.
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 Real entertainment all day. So it's by the Shade Room and Neighborhood Talk, where all news is juicy and allegedly. Let's begin, shall we? Kickstart
Okay.
this off real quick and to the point. To the point here. So, weekend at Bernie's.
You know
President
what?
Joe signs an executive order to protect abortion care, giving women rights to abortion, contraception pills, and medical care. So, in other words, that basically means that he's signing this order so they can have access to abortion, including medication abortions, access to the contraceptions, the right to emergency medical law care under the law, and basically like to the clinics that you rely on, so your providers at your clinics, your privacy and sensitive health information, and accurate information, as Kid would say, accurate
Very
information.
accurate.
So yeah, that's what it's giving right now. We're gonna see how all this is supposed to play out. Of course, open up the lines. They were like, now get them student loans. Okay.
Okay.
Somebody was like, about time, Joe. Don't put that pen down. You got more stuff to sign. Okay. Okay,
Okay.
Sydney. Somebody said, will this really even change anything? Seriously asking. And then somebody wrote back to her and was like, states are going to fight him on it. So I'm sure it'll end up back in the Supreme Court again until Congress actually passes a law saying women have the right to privacy regarding reproductive procedures. I'm like, okay, well, you dropping. And then I say, okay, now get these gas prices, fix it.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
down a little bit over here.
Yeah, it went
Okay.
down a little tink tink.
And then someone was like, y'all ain't never satisfied, shaking my head. So I was like, okay. But yeah, that's where we are in the meantime, in between time. But speaking of someone who like kind of came to the rescue during their show was Playboy Cardi. Oh, sorry guys. Didn't know that was on. But Playboy Cardi helped save a fan from security. So basically, yeah, like the security, he was mad rough on him, like on the dude. He had him all like in a chokehold and shit. So then he came down there, he grabbed the security and he like, get off him. Like, what are you doing? So then finally he gets down and then he gives a fan that I guess was on stage. Supposedly it was like a hug, but then the fans kind of picked up like he kissed them too. So this was after the whole incident, and then he gave him a hug, like a warm embrace. But then of course, someone was like, he kissed him too, and that's okay. So I was like, well, did he? And then
Ooh,
yeah, like at the beginning it kind of did. It looked like he went in
that
like
looks
it
like
was
a
like
whole
quick,
kiss.
yeah, like it was a quick peck, and then he went in to hug him, to embrace him or whatever. And then someone else pointed out the hug wasn't the same person. So then we like, okay, then she right, because this person got on black pants who the fucking security was all fucking jacking him and yoking him up. But either way,
It doesn't matter. He still came to the rescue. He saved that guy in the black shorts. Like, security, what are you doing? Like, get off him. It's all good. And that's how he became trending. Because they was like, yo, your security,
He
he
was
must have been huh?
he was trending on TikTok the other day. I thought he was dead. Cause sometimes when I get bored, I go on TikTok to look at
What?
like esthetician
Bad.
treatment rooms just to see
Mm-hmm.
different ideas of rooms. And the first thing they kept saying it was R.I.P. Playboy Cardi. I was like, oh my God, he dead. Like I was looking all on for shade room. I was like, why ain't nobody posting he dead? But and
Okay.
then I saw it was a report that he had fell off the stage. I was like, did he die? But he got a song called Rest in Peace. So I was like,
Yes.
oh, okay. So I was like,
Okay,
oh my
see,
God,
now
he
that is
died. Ain't nobody
confirmed.
say
You just
nothing.
confirmed that for one of the viewers because we was talking about that earlier, and
Mm,
she had brought it up. She was like, "Playboy Cardi, he dead," and I was like, "What, bitch?" I was like, "He on the read." Like, I just, what you mean he dead? He wasn't
yeah,
this weekend, and she was like, "He dead." So you just confirmed that. So when she see this
yeah.
show, yeah, spread that
Yeah. I
false
thought he was
news.
dead too, girl. I was like, oh no, but
Y'all thought he
Which,
put his hands up.
yes.
okay.
And
But
I was like, oh,
speaking
he got
of
a
who
song
is
called Rest in Peace.
not dead out here in these streets, Megan was out here claiming Miss Miami, like, girl, this
Oh
is my
yeah.
girlfriend, and she was not feeling the whole interview with Diddy. So I have a little smidgen of that for y'all. Hold on.
Mm.
Risha very much has a girlfriend.
Hey, who is that? Period. No, okay. Let her know. How did you feel about it? As you should have been.
Who was that on the mic?
Okay, come on, where he at?
He is so loud.
Is that Saucy Santana on the mic?
Yes, that is
He sound
saucy.
different.
That is definitely saucy. So yes, and she was holding on to it tight. And she was basically like, "Yeah, like Miami, you mind?" Miami was all caressing her face and stuff. So I'm like, okay. So then we opened up the mic. Somebody was like, most definitely playing with each other. Okay. She went right into it. Okay. Laughing my ass off. Megan got a firm grip. She ain't letting go. I'm here for it.
Okay.
Okay. We here for it. And Carisha gonna have a mommy sign that mad concert. Okay, mommy. Okay, sure. We got a poppy. So
Okay.
and somebody Santana with the vocals. Okay.
Period.
Okay. Yes, with the vocals.
Period.
I know that's right, Santana. Let them
Because it
know.
didn't
Okay.
sound like him. Mm-mm.
Period.
Exactly. Yes. And I just wanted to post a courteous gang because gang on game. Period. Exactly.
Y'all
Oh
are
So,
stupid.
God.
yes, love. Shout out my little people in there real quick. But speaking of who is in some deep doodoo, like doodoo dive.
Oh man.
And he is definitely trending now because Caesar team confirms that he is cooperating with the Atlanta authorities and will be turning himself in to address animal cruelty warrant. So you guys know it's been servicing. It was a video. You know, it got real. We was outside beating up a poor little dog, like the dog man little. So the department has put out an arrest warrant after his ex-girlfriend Suzette Samuel made a complaint for an animal cruelty incident regarding an unclear 2-year-old video from about 2019 after a recent breakup. He intends to fully cooperate with the legal authorities and his counsel to bring him justice for this incident. We are not able to confirm or deny if actual charges have been filed, but we are in the process of working with the authorities to come to a resolve as he is willing to turn himself in. So, yeah, he basically also offered an apology or he apologized for animal abuse incident. What I did was a mistake. Okay. So, now he's trying to, like, clean up. I'm apologetic. He's cooperating, everything like that. But Suzette was not here for it. And she basically said in so many words, I did. No, she said, how did I make a complaint to animal cruelty? Anything to save face. I think animal cruelty got involved, sir, once they saw the video. You clearly on a video abusing dogs, but made a video saying that they were attacking you. Straight lies. Then you do a world tour on a leaking of the video instead of addressing you need help. I served him with the gag order. So now his team is saying I did what? Because he can't speak on my name. Please, your goal has always been to destroy my image if I left. And that's why I stayed so long out of fear. Finding out you was cheating on me the whole time was enough for me to leave you. Own up to your consequences. Stop putting my name in shit. And basically, she's like, move on. Like, enough is enough. Leave me alone. And I'm like, yo, like, how could you be out here abusing dogs? Like, look at them. They is so cute. Like, how could you be
Oh,
out here just
look
doing
at lady.
like how? They just, dude,
No.
even this dog want to know, how could y'all just like look at my babies? I think
I
they
know her
like,
podcast.
y'all so disrespectful. So yeah, I hope he get whatever he's getting because you don't
Well,
play
you
with
know
these
Who
he.
animals
booty?
like
Who
that.
booty is all cocked up in the air back behind?
Oh, that was mine. You was looking too much. Oh, that it.
But you know he had reports of abusing his daughter, allegedly abusing his daughter.
Bring him
Too.
to accountability.
So yeah, and
Oh,
they brought
he
that up
got a hand
too.
problem, allegedly.
Must be, but he going he met his match and he going don't be doing that to these animals. Like, I don't
It's
play
so
yourself.
cute.
And that bitch locked jaw on your ass, like, and it
Okay.
was a little one. Like, pick on a dog your own size. Oh, boy, head self. Always a boy head one. Damn, dog. Damn. With fucking tall house cookie teeth. Like, fuck.
I
Like,
think he. I don't
oh,
know.
townhouse
I think
cookie.
he. I think he's fighting inner demons and fighting
Well,
his sexuality.
okay.
Mm,
Hmm.
okay.
Hmm. Well,
That's
speaking
just
of
my opinion.
sexuality, well, I don't want to necessarily say sexuality, but she on some bullshit. Is the Miss News anchor lady here who is blaming massive or the recent massive shooting on marijuana usage.
Girl.
So yeah, like she came on here and she's saying, just look at them. She's like, all of them basically were under the influence of marijuana. So I was like, no, they was under more than that. Like, girl, don't. So you know they came for her hard. Somebody was like, bitch, like
Oh,
straight
the
out the
color.
gate. So I was like, I smoke weed every day. And what that lady said, damn, what she say again?
Mm,
Exactly. Like you be forgetting stuff.
right.
Like somebody said, I smoke 4 times a day and never get the urge to go shoot up a parade or a school full of babies. I was like, damn, you smoking 4 times a day, bitch, right? You work? Like,
Okay, right.
damn. Somebody said, girl, bye. We don't make him do that. We make you have the munchies. Okay. Like,
Okay.
and of course, somebody was like, girl, be quiet. Blame the actual person that's shooting. What the fuck? I think I know that girl too, right there.
I think I know her too.
Okay. And then somebody said, nobody gets high off weed and say, let me go air shit out. Niggas eat and sleep. Stop it.
Mhm.
Exactly.
That's so
And
true.
somebody said, that's crack. Laughing my ass off. Okay. It must be. Like,
Mhm.
don't try to come.
Yeah, that's some other
Don't
drug.
do it. Don't
We
do
don't
it.
make you do that.
I was like, yo, like these, they always like take accountability. Stop trying to blame everything else. Blame the actual person, like the people that's out here mass killing these white people. Like,
We always
oh,
got excuses. Let that have been one of us, one of our kind.
exactly.
It would
When
have
it
been
definitely
for
been nothing about
nothing.
no weed smoke.
It would have been put
Exactly.
him under the jail. Now it's y'all people's, and it's maybe it's the weed.
Bullshit.
Man,
But
possibly.
Shit, when it
now,
was our kind, what? Oh, I think they still under the jail now.
Ooh, what happened? Why?
preach,
When it was
preach.
our kind, and we thought it was white people, and the whole time it was black people, Jamaicans. The DC sniper.
Oh yeah, the
Oh
white
yeah, they
man
still under
Frank.
the jail. I forgot about them.
Mhm.
And now white people scared to go outside. We seeing them white vans and shit. Like, damn,
That
that shit was
It was
real.
scary.
it
Ooh,
was.
that was big too. But I guess we can move on to Big T though too. Big T, little T. It's not much T, but it's a big little thing because people out here tripping. Like now that we still on the topic of marijuana, like come on. So now, update: we got Brittany Garner who plead guilty in Russia doing charges, but denies she intended to break the law. Basically, is what she's saying. So, in so many words, she could be facing up to 10 years in prison and she basically said, I like to plead guilty, Your Honor, but there was no intent. I didn't want to break the law, Brittany basically told the court.
Well, what she
So
want
this
to
is
do?
okay. So she released her mugshot, and they basically, like I said, facing up to 10 years because she got arrested in a Russia airport for vape cartridges with some hashish. Like, dang, like come on now. And this is a photo of her on the 7th when she was actually going to court to plead guilty. and basically, yeah, tell them what it is. But what caused the ruckus and now for Weekend at Bernie and them to get involved is because apparently the wife of Brittany, in so many words, she was claiming that the president, he has not been responding to their plea for help. So Brittany wrote him and the letter got to him, but the wife had been writing before that, like help, like get her back over here to the US, and she wasn't really getting a response. But now they didn't jumped in and they basically saying they're gonna do everything that they can to get Brittany home. But in the mix of that, child, another update came as they talking about a Russian arms dealer, Victor Bout, reportedly saying Brittany Garner could be released in exchange for Bout's imprisonment in Russia. So basically, this man, he's doing up to 25 years in the U.S., but Russia is saying, okay, we can do a swap. Like if you give us him, then we'll give you Brittany. So that is kind of unraveling right now. And it's like, wow, like we doing swaps now. So is she under arrest for the actual thing or not? Like for all that, she should have got high as fuck. Like if she knew she was about to be in jail like this. And
I
then
mean, man,
go
it's
ahead,
been
go
a
ahead.
debate. I haven't really been following it, but I feel like if I'm
Mhm.
going to a country that is like really, really hard on something, I'm not taking my chances.
Me either. Me
I
either.
But
am,
did you know that they was really, really, really gonna be hard
yes,
like that?
because every
She
people
knew,
know.
like,
I guess apparently people know that Russia is hard on
okay.
that, but because she's a celebrity, a basketball player, maybe she thought she was above the law. I don't
Right.
know. I ain't really
I
following the story, but
Right.
don't
And I
know
remember
either.
they was saying that had it his her wife had an interview and was saying had it been like LeBron James or another a male basketball player, they would have she believed the situation would have been different and they would have did all they could to have them out
Yeah,
and back in the US. But
as
because she's a
Kia,
female basketball player, they're like, oh, whatever.
yeah, as Kia
mm,
had got ahead of herself on
Oh,
that.
they probably
I'm
still
so
So
would have made
sorry.
an example of if
yeah,
it was a LeBron James or something. They still would have made an example of him.
Yeah.
so yeah, basically, so that's basically how Chris Brown was like, "It's not my
Oh.
business, but it's fucked up what they doing to Brittany Garner. If this was a male star athlete, y'all would be way more vocal and helpful. That shit lame as fuck. I wish I could really help her out." And then, like Kid was saying,
My bad.
Brittany coach took it a little bit further, and she basically did speak on entertainment. If it was LeBron, he'll be home, right? And of course, yeah, somebody was like, LeBron James just minding his business. Y'all bring him
Oh,
up for no
stay bring him
reason.
up. Right. Stay bring other people up. I think they still he probably would have got home sooner, but I think they still would have made an
Would have made an
example out of
example out
him.
of him. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it all comes down to free Brittany Garner, free this girl, let this girl go on back home, and I bet she ain't gonna never smoke no more. Like she's done.
But
So
she's in jail. I mean, she's in prison for bringing a vape.
yes, girl,
I think it's more than one.
havish.
I think it was many vape cartridges. So that could be intent to distribute. I
Okay,
don't
yeah,
know.
true, true.
I don't know. Either way, they law is different. I guess they don't play with the weed out there.
Yeah, they don't
So
play with that out there apparently.
Weed saves lives, bro.
Russia anyway. So okay, and that basically, yes, y'all. To sum it all up, concludes the read for the evening. Sourced by the Shade Room and the Neighborhood Talk, where all news is juicy and allegedly. And
Ooh. Oh.
basically, who runs this shit? Yes, bitch, I run this shit. Or the only running I've done this month is running out of money. Okay,
Okay.
yes. That is the end of the read.
Oh, okay, I was gonna do that.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yes. I was like, oh shit, forgot to cue the music. Yes.
Yay!
I
Yes.
did it.
Yes.
It was too soon. I didn't mean to press play at first.
That's how I be sometimes. That's how I
Yes.
I was
be.
ready. Who
That's
ready?
my one
Yay.
too. Put it back
Okay.
on. Put it back on. That was my
Okay.
one.
Yes, Bukaki. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Yes.
I'm
And
here.
okay, so well, yeah, I guess we could turn it off and we don't want to get no copyright thing.
Okay,
But
Okay.
sorry.
what? Okay, so tonight's topic came about because it was some discussion on it wasn't really like an argument or debate. I think it was more so of I don't know where it came from, but I saw a few people talking about it. about who runs the household. Like in when they were speaking about it, they were talking about male and female, but I always do masculine, feminine energy. But it was like who's the head of the household and who runs the household, and are they the same or are they different? And so some people was basically saying the woman runs the household, like the man is the head of the household, but the woman, in all actuality, runs it. So I wanted to get you all's opinions and thoughts and examples.
She do run it. She
Huh?
run it. I said she do run it. Like
You run
Yeah.
it. You so
most of the
sweet.
time, yeah, because she the one who responsible. Unfortunately, like she gotta cook, do the laundry, keep everything in order. If they got kids, she gotta make sure homework done, they good, prep, ready for the next day. So she is kind of like running like the whole. She got everything on the system. Like
Mhm.
while daddy is, where's daddy? You know, typically in the world, daddy is working, but it's like okay,
Mhm.
that bitch work too. Like because she
There's
gotta come
definitely a job being a
home.
homemaker. But what if what if the roles are reversed and if it's a man woman thing
Like if
and the
he's the
man
home dad now
if
and
the
he's
dad
doing
is at
all the
home and the woman is out getting
yeah,
the
then he run that, then he run the house because he clearly is running the house and getting everything in order while she out working. So I do believe the one who is at home doing the work after the work is the one who is running that to me.
Okay, so what if both have jobs? Because I know with the people that was commenting, nobody was
Mm-mm.
not like a homemaker. Everybody was working.
Are they going to equally do the work though? Like they both have jobs, but they're going to come home and equally do the work and equally spend the time with the kids and equally cook and do the laundry together. Because if we're going to equally do it, then I did both of y'all basically is running this together as a unit. So that makes y'all as one. But if y'all ain't going to equally do that, whoever is doing that at home to
Mhm.
me is running that house. Like,
Yeah.
because dad, let's say I go on vacation and you leave him to run the house, like he don't know what structure you got going on. He ain't gonna know what to do. He just gonna let them kids do anything. So
Yeah, that's
I
true.
Pretty
yeah,
much. Pretty
Oh,
much.
it's a shame that you guys say that because it's expected of women to be that.
because
Like, what if I
women
don't
are
want to fucking do
naturally
that?
nurturers
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just
It's
know
like
what
it's
to
just
do.
expected. That's your job. But it's like, what if I don't want to do that? Like, what if I want to do something else? What if I want to be the one out on business trips and traveling and I want to be that type of woman? It's like, damn, y'all just put me in the stigma where like, yeah, I got 5 minutes relationship with him. I have to, this is what I gotta do. You know what I mean? I
Okay,
gotta do the
so
laundry, I gotta do this.
what about when your father when he brought your stepmother? I was about to say something else. What?
Would Mika be calling her?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay,
So
Oh,
listen.
in that
Mika.
instance, who ran the household?
She did
She
because he was
did?
out working. He was definitely working. He worked. The only time we would really like have time with him is sometimes over the weekend when we'll do family thing. But she'll have to put that together and we'll really do a family thing together. But yeah, for the most part, like she's prep our lunch, have this, have that. We had to do our homework. She was doing it. She checking it, but he was enforcing it like with the homework. He used to blow me. That's why I be like, dog, like I can't wait till I get old and just do this on my own. The answer is it's right in front of you. I'm gonna get my belt. I'm gonna beat your ass if you say the wrong thing. Then you be like, oh God, like it's a
Three.
kill. Like
Right. If Johnny had 5 apples.
I used to
Okay.
hate Lee. I was like,
Oh my
what? I used to
God.
try to do the homework way before he came home. Like, yo, used to blow me.
Oh,
Damn, shout out to Mr. Collins. You used to blow me with that.
at
But
least you got help.
yeah,
I ain't never
like
get help with no homework.
Yo,
I
this
never
he
got
used
help
to
with
be
homework.
on it. I mean, Brian was still dumb. He still failed, but I was like, he used to be on
Not
it.
he was still dumb.
He was on it, but I don't know. I feel like he gave her that responsibility. I guess that was what he thought I needed was like a mother figure. So he gave her that responsibility, and that's what it was. But even we was in the apartments before we got to the house. Like, yeah, she's like, y'all clean y'all rooms, y'all this, y'all that. She's being there cooking, making concoctions. Like, in cookbooks making up recipes. We're like, we don't want this. Like, hell, between you and I and y'all swingers, bitch. Me and Brown, we used like we ain't want it. We used to take the food and wrap it up in paper, like paper towels, and throw it under the refrigerator. So it built up like it was mad food that built up underneath that refrigerator. Until, I guess we moved out the apartment. It was like, what the fuck is all this? And everybody like, I don't know. Like,
y'all
let's
had
go.
mice?
But no, we ain't had no mice, surprisingly, because I'm scared of them. Like, we ain't had no mice, but used to take it and dump it under, like, wrap it up and put it under there, because it was like, nobody want that. Like, how'd you giving Brussels sprouts? And we was like, we don't want that. And my father was going to he was like, well, put ketchup and mustard on it. Why? Like, that is, no, like, child. I'm glad them days over too, child. Listen.
I bet y'all was putting it under the refrigerator. Why y'all ain't like get a plastic bag and
we were dumbass kids. We was dumbass kids. We just wanted to hurry and quickly because they like you can't get up the table until you eat this shit. And I'm like, this shit is trash. Like this is really garbage.
I hate that going
off.
Used to
really like make us try stuff and be like, but what if we really don't like it? Like why? Yeah, like I don't
and I
like
always blame my mother for me being big because it's not don't leave the table until you finish all your food. What if I'm full? So now at this point, I'm programming my body to eat after I'm full. So now I'm fat. Like, and it's all your fault, but I don't want to.
Like, because you might not asking for no snack or no food later, but you gotta understand kids are growing. Like, they're like little cubs and like that, like they're growing. They eat at different times. They're not on a structure like us, like morning, noon, and night breakfast. Like kids, they learning that. They snacking like mama, I need a snack. Like when they grabbing on the titty, you know how many times a night you doing that or during a day? Like they kids, come on. But people be like, no, because you better not get up in the middle of the night. You asking for no snack.
I don't think I did night snack.
I don't think you did that with Marcus. Like I just can't recall that. Like Marcus is always independent. He know he get his own little snack, but he never went no late snacker like that anyway. Like I don't know. That's just
if he did it on his own, and I ain't know, and I was knocked out asleep.
Okay.
I don't remember. I do not remember.
Okay.
Oh, my baby.
Yeah, he always did independent. That's why he think he raised himself. He did it all himself. Like, boy, no, you didn't.
Right. Boy, bye.
So what about when you make the more money? Like when you make more money, you run it.
Well, for us, Dion makes the most money, but he don't let that cloud his judgment and beat his chest. I'm like, no.
I'm about to say he don't run it. I'm about to say, oh, okay. I'm about to say, okay, say how you really feel. Okay.
Right, but, well, he don't. He's the head of the household. Okay. He don't, and he'll probably tell you he don't because he's the head of the household.
Go get
it. Because I make sure everything is straight for the most part. Like he do like the manly stuff in the house, but like I make sure clothes are washed. I make sure all the the bathrooms are clean, dishes done. I mean, we all do the dishes, but I make sure all that stuff is done, all that is set up. Travail's good, for whatever is going on the next day. Like I plan everything, so I run it, but he runs it behind me.
But is it a given though? For a person, because normally they say the one who make the more money, they run it.
Oh no!
Like, is that a given?
Not in this household, but I could see how it's looked at that way.
Shit, can you? Yeah, I don't know, because
like if your man made more than you and he would have, he run it. He's like, yeah, like this is what I want to happen. This is.
I think it all depends on the type of person or like the way they want their home to be structured. Because there are some men that this is my house. I'm the man. I run it. I'm the head of the household. What I say goes. And the woman is just like, okay. And a lot of times it is when the man makes the most money, when he's the provider. That's usually how it is. And then it depends on what type of lifestyle that you live. Because some of the like those conscious men and all that, in those like spiritual, the ones that's in the spiritual conscious community, they are like that. Like I run everything I say go. You basically, you do what I tell you to do. And yes, you're going to take care of the child, and yes, you do the home duties. Even if you got to work, you still do that, but I still run the house. So I guess it all depends on how you look at it, or what your, I guess, your perspective is of it.
Yeah. Like you
So,
said, how you want your house ran. Oh, yeah.
yeah. So that means, so basically, can you be the head of the household and run? Can you be both?
You like, I think it goes back to deciding how you want your household ran. You can if that's how you want it, if that's how you want to run it, but it ain't running like that up in here. I know that.
Okay. I know somebody
It's one or the
household.
other, boo boo.
I know somebody household with a man runs it, and he's the head of the household.
And that's a lot on a
That
person.
is, and the
Like that's a
baby
lot. You
mother.
might as well be a single mother. Like
Okay, the mother does nothing.
Okay.
He's just
cause
there
you
collecting the benefits, and he does
Mm,
everything,
mm,
everything, everything. He does
so yeah,
everything.
that's not beneficial.
at
That's
all.
when that's running him out, weighing him down. That he gotta be both. So he gotta go to work and then come home and work, whatever the kids may need or whatever. Like that's a lot.
And then what
Yeah,
is
like
that
a
teaching
single
your
mother. That's
children?
single mothers. Like they
Might
don't
as
have no
well.
choice. That's what they gotta do. But that's a lot on a person. So I mean you can be that if that's what you choose, but 9 times out of 10, I don't think people be choosing to like, oh yeah, I want to run it and be the head of the household. Like I don't think people be choosing to just do that.
Or nobody
Oh,
be
I
able
want to be a single mother. Like,
to
Yeah,
right.
no, definitely don't. That's not a choice. So,
because I'm
man, shout
definitely
out to my
don't
single
want.
mothers out there. Yes,
I
okay,
definitely
don't do
don't
that.
want this lifestyle. I don't want to be the head of the household and a single mother. Like, I'm over it.
Yeah, like that's a
Yeah.
lot. That's too much
It
for one
is.
person. Like, no.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And I
Listen.
also don't want, because it was times where I mean, yeah, I was a single mother and the head of the household when I was in other relationships, and the man was in the house, and I was still the head of the household, and I made more money, and I ran everything in the household. They was just the masculine energy in there, and that shit is exhausting. Like,
See what I'm saying?
I'm
That
sure
sounds
it is.
tiring right
Like,
there. I sound like I need my bed. Like that
okay,
is
it was like I had another child. Like, I don't want that.
right.
yeah, and I don't
Mm-mm,
want that. I'm not
mm-mm.
interested in that at all. So yeah,
Right.
like meet me a little bit. If we gonna be halfway, meet me like somewhere. Like
Right.
especially if I gotta come home and do work and you talking about have your dinner ready and all this kind of like who is
Yes,
you
and it,
talking
that's
to?
the couple
Like
that I mentioned earlier. Like, sometimes she don't even be having enough food. Like, damn. She won't
what?
have food for him.
She don't have food. Oh, she
Sometimes
won't have food for him.
she won't have
Serious?
food for him.
Cause she could just
So,
do whatever.
It's like, what are
mm,
you doing there? What's the point? Like,
Just reaping the benefits.
because she's allowed to reap the benefits.
yes,
Yeah,
which
and
is
that's
That's
what
different.
what
she
it is. I wish, like, okay, if I wasn't who I was, like, I'm not just gonna sit on my butt and do nothing. But if
She has a
my
job.
husband told me today or tomorrow, like, you ain't gotta do nothing, I'll work, I'll do this. You could, I will be on my butt whenever I felt like it. But when you are given no, like you don't have no push to no expectations, it's just like, oh, okay, well, find yourself something to eat, figure out how you're gonna do this, figure out how you're gonna do that.
people get comfortable. That's what it is. You
Yeah.
get in situations for a long time, you get real comfortable. Um, but I feel like you should never get too comfortable. You should
Never,
never do that. Like you should
never.
always I don't know, I can't speak for other people's relationships,
Right.
but I just feel like Shorty is just too comfortable at this point. Like if I'm gonna cook for myself and not you, and we supposed to be a whole unit, like you dead ass, you comfortable. You too comfortable.
Mm-hmm. And
Mm.
never
That's
get comfortable because your life can change in a split of an eye.
sit down, girl. Like, girl, little TT, little happy feet upstairs is getting it in. Like,
I'm like,
girl, happy feet is standing up. Like, sit down, happy.
I was
Like,
like, who is she talking
who's
to?
she
Her
talking
correct.
to?
boy, she like she just body slammed herself on the floor.
I
Like,
ain't hear none of that.
What's going on up
Well, you
there?
know, I can't never hear it to the playback anyway. I don't be hearing
I hope
nothing.
I ain't hear that. I hope I might cancel that out because that shit was like booga, like bitch. I need to Like,
So who makes the rules? Does it matter who makes the rules, whether you're in charge or you run it versus make the most money? Whose responsibility is it to make the rules? The person who run the house or the person who just makes all the money?
they both making rules because I'm making the house rules as I'm running the house, and he's overall, if it's a he or she, the one, whoever, the masculine energy, the one who's making more money or whatever you have it or whatever. Um, they have their rules too and how they want their household ran. So when they come home, that's what they're expecting of you. So it's like they both got rules. It's just applying for different things. But at the end of the day, I guess it's supposed to all tie
I
in
guess
together,
one
right?
person makes the rules and the other. So the head of the household makes the rules, and the person that runs it enforces the rules.
Yeah, like I have my set rules. When I come home, I require X, Y, and Z. So you already know you at home. You know you running this, you doing this, but you know when your man get home, he requires X, Y, and Z. So you need to make sure you have that incorporated into your schedule as well. So yeah, it's kind of like they both. Yeah, they both. To me, they both make rules. I don't know who makes them more or which ones will apply more or be more effective. But if we speaking of family wise, you know, like a husband and a wife and some kids, or wives and kids, or husbands and kids, then yeah, they both making some kind of rules up in here in these streets. Damn. I just hope I got like an open-minded person that ain't gonna be all like, women have my this, that when I get home at 7 o'clock on the dot. Like, I can't with that. I'm sorry. I don't care if you make the more money. Like, who is you talking to? Like,
I know my my grandmother was a homemaker, so it's different. She didn't. Her job was in the house, but I know my grandfather 6 o'clock on the dot. That dinner
better
had
be
to be
there.
ready. It
Okay.
was
Yes.
ready every time. Every time it was ready, he would come downstairs. We knew to get out grandpa chair and get out his little it's the
Okay,
bar.
grandpa was
Y'all knew. Okay,
It
they
was
knew.
the bar. And then we had the stools, and his stool was
That's
always at
that
the
old
end.
back in the day.
Yes, and
Back in
because
the
we
day.
only ate at the big dining room for special occasions. We barely ate there.
Yeah.
And then he had his big chair, like that's what the teddy bears that we have made out of. His big recliner.
right. Aww.
And it was right next to it. They had that big ass screen TV, the floor model. It would be right here, and his chair was right here, and he would always come 6 o'clock on the dot. He would come. You got to change. Put the remote down because you know he about to turn it on the news, and we be like, "Oh my god, the news!" But he would come down 6 o'clock on the dot, come down, sit on the bar. His food would be ready. He ate real fast. He ate fast and he would sit on his little recliner chair, turn on it. We had to turn on the news before he even got down because we knew the news. Turn off whatever you had on.
Okay.
Turn on the news and he'll watch the news for like an hour or so and go right back upstairs in his little office. Oh, grandpa, I miss him.
Oh, grandpa.
Yes, he'd be in that
Oh,
office all day
That
long.
back in the day, I couldn't do
But yeah,
that. It's like some days
it
things
was
might
a
not go
routine.
according. Like the kid might have been sick, something happened. I had to go pick up some extra from the grocery store. Like I'm missing an ingredient that I thought I had in here, but clearly you must have had some bitch in here because where's my seasoning? Like anything could happen. You know what I mean? And you can't, your shit ain't here exactly at 6 o'clock. But guess what? I'm here. The thought is I'm in here. I'm cooking it. I'm
right.
still making it. I'm preparing it. Your shit gonna be ready. You gonna eat tonight. Like
And
Right.
my
And
grandmother
things
had
have
10,000
changed.
you
badass
might do it every
kids.
day at 6, but you gonna get it. Like
Right. And
My
things have
I
grandmother,
changed
don't want one
too
of those
over
they
time.
had,
kids.
but
Things
my
have changed
grandmother
because
had
I know.
all them badass kids. My grandmother had a whole bunch of kids. So
Yeah, and I know things have changed for real because y'all know Grandma Nancy wasn't about no 6 o'clock on no dot nothing. She had her own like
She
plan
cook with
schedule.
love, and she said when the
She,
love finish it is when it's ready.
right. She would come
Okay.
home from work and then cook the food that she prepped the night before. And then she'd be like, y'all eat whenever y'all want to eat. Ain't no Eddie talking about something. No, have this. Have what? Ready for
I
you
think
at
in
some
that case, I feel like your grandmother was the head of the household and ran the house.
was. And that's the thing. Grandma Nancy will always say, like, I'm the head. I run this house. I don't know.
So
She
she
was
could be
running the house.
both.
Yep, and she was both. And then
I
my
bet.
grandfather would be
So
like,
she was in the same situation. She had a whole husband who wasn't doing
Mhm.
shit, and she was a whole single mother, like with all these badass kids and these grandkids and the
listen,
grandkids' friends who want to come over, and she got to feed the whole block. Like, exactly. Come on. Shout out to you, girl, for being a single
yes,
Yes.
mother,
because grandma
girl.
wasn't
Because I
playing.
barely seen your grandfather.
Me
Like,
either, like
Because
barely
he
out
was
of all of
always
his
and you was
working.
around
years.
longer than me, and I'm like, I
And
don't
I
never see this
barely
man.
saw Eddie Wimbush
Right.
myself. Like,
He was either
ever.
right. He was either making the money, driving buses,
Or
or
being a thot.
doing
Okay.
some other stuff. But
Yes.
That's
grandma
that.
was like, this. She was like, this is my house. This I do this, and hell, with your grandfather. I'm like, okay, all
Yeah.
She
right,
wasn't lying.
grandma.
Where's the lie? Okay.
She
There is
definitely was
none.
the head of the
Sorry.
No
household.
cap.
Anyway. Okay, so what about same sex? Like, um, man,
If
woman,
I even
woman.
play the same feminine, masculine energy roles like that, or the same way if one of the females is making more coins,
What
then it probably, huh?
What
What?
about your friend situation where they lesbians?
My
they two,
friend.
yes, they two men, but you call them lesbians.
Oh, yes, my two lesbian friends. Yes,
I can't with you.
yes, because they be giving me both bottoms, but yes, my two lesbian friends. So, down in that case, I would say. So I'm gonna say at one time Ty was both because I mean,
Okay.
We love you.
I wasn't even gonna say nothing.
oh shit, I ain't catching it to act.
I wasn't even gonna say that. So I was just gonna act like you ain't saying.
My bad. Oh, I mean my lesbian friend. And my lesbian friend was at one point was a single mother. Cause my lesbian friend, of course, the other lesbian is younger and wasn't working at that time. But so yeah, my lesbian friend had held it down, doing everything. But now they solid. Like the other one been working, got a nice little job, might I add. So they definitely, yeah, like if my friend wanna go to daddy, be like, Daddy, I need some coins, daddy will give him some coins. I'm like, okay, okay, I see you. So
Okay.
yeah, they basically
So
evening
they
it.
equal.
They kind of
They both
equaling
are
it, yeah,
heads.
right
They
at
both.
this moment in life, yeah, but it wasn't always like that. So I guess it could be levels. I guess it could change, as
Yeah.
life go on, because things do happen.
Mm-hmm.
So okay,
Right.
I didn't even think of it like that, like just sticking it being one way, like how your grandmother for so long did that with your grandfather, like for so long. But I don't know.
But you
I
know
don't
what?
know
It
if
wasn't always like that because she said it wasn't when they met and they first got married. It wasn't always like that. Then he
okay.
started doing something changed, and then she was like, "Oh no," because I got to take over.
All
So
right.
yeah,
So
but I
yeah.
see how it can change because it's not
So
always.
it kind of
Yeah.
changed for them. So okay, shout out to my lesbian friends, and I just name drop. Oops.
And then what
Oh,
about like
yeah.
so when you had one of your previous relationships and y'all lived together?
Ew.
Mika don't even give it time. She be like, "Ew."
Oh God. Like
Okay.
was y'all's like equal too? Cause y'all both worked and stuff, or did you run the
We
household?
worked, but she made more, and I definitely like kept the house clean. But I think that's more my OCD because I just don't like no dirt, and I don't do no roaches and bugs and stuff like that. So like anything to not have those type of things, like keep that shit clean. It was a fucking studio. Like how big is the fucking place? So yeah, and then I would cook, I would cook, clean, all of that. So I was taking care of all that because again, we had different work schedules. Like I'm a
Mm.
daytime worker. She worked overnight. So it was like come and go. But I would say
Oh.
I definitely ran it at home, and then she took care of majority of the other stuff, like the bills. I paid for some of the bills, but she had like the majority because she made more. And then I would take care of the stuff in the apartment until Shorty started tripping. So yes, ew.
Yeah.
Ew,
So
that's
question
traumatics.
if
Real mix. I'm mad at
Yeah.
that.
I cannot.
Yes, bukkake. Ew.
Okay. Question if the person who is the head of the household, let's just say this person is in charge of the finances because they're the head of the household, they make the most money. But the person who runs the house decides, okay, I'm going to dip in this little account and take a little something, something. Should that person, whether you're married, just dating, whatever, should the person who runs the house be obligated to talk to the person who is the head of the household to get them coins out the account?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's y'all coming together. Like you running it at home, but still let me know if you about to take 200. I mean, I ain't gonna ask you break it down. Some people will like, oh, what you need 200 for? Tell me each thing what you need it for. Like, I ain't gonna do all that. But I'm like, just let him know I'm about to take 200 out. All right, like run it by because as you know, I go to the account and realize, oh, some stuff missing. Like I gotta come and check you. Like, girl,
Right,
You can't be
right,
what's
trusted.
going on?
right. You
Mhm.
taking stuff and not even bringing it to my
Like
attention.
I'm
I'm
gonna
leaving.
expect you to take money because, like I said, you cooking, you cleaning, that shit. You gotta pay for that. What we gonna cook? Air. So I'm expecting you to. I know you're gonna have to tap the account and stuff. Keep us going, keep the household afloat and going.
Okay.
But let me know, like, just let me know, like, we
You know
about
what
to
if
go
they
in.
took
Like,
three
you
hundred
don't even have
dollars
to
to go
ask me,
get
like,
some
look, I
shoes
took a couple of
You
hundred
said
out.
if they took 300, a couple hundred.
and
Right.
went and
Okay,
got
but
some
300 or a
shoes?
couple hundred.
What if they went and got
Got
some
some
shoes?
shoes. Where we going? Did you get the tickets for the trip too that we going on? Like, where are you going for some $300 shoes, girl? And these kids at home right here, mama.
I don't know,
Yes,
but
them
yeah,
$300 shoes is on sale.
I would definitely, they definitely have to run it by because it
Run
seems
it
to
by.
me that it would be like a head of the household and whoever runs the home is like a owner manager. If you compared it to a business, it'd be like an owner manager situation because yes, the owner owns the
Yeah.
business,
Mm-hmm.
but the
But the
manager
manager
is
runs
who
it.
runs everything and
Mm-hmm.
makes sure everything is where it needs to be.
Needs to
And of
be.
course, that manager needs to let the owner know, hey, I'm about to do this. I'm about to switch up some shit or whatever.
Right,
And then
right,
the
exactly.
And
owner be
then if
like,
you
hey,
got
whatever.
two kids different in age, after the manager, you got the little supervisor who's supervising the young little employee that just joined. Yes.
Okay.
So yes,
Yeah.
if they is different in age, because the parents, especially when they got an older kid, be like, girl, go up there and get time and change them and get them ready.
Tom Tom.
Be having
Yes.
the kids doing everything like, yes, go up there and help that kid, girl. I'm like, that's your kid.
That's
God,
one.
you
Well,
heard what I said.
that's one thing I never had the liberty of doing because I only got one child. But
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
cool.
like Marcus, go up there and get yes, tink. Go ahead and get the
Well,
tink.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now with the dogs, can you let them out for me?
Yes, those are siblings. Like, look, go get them.
Now he knows. Like he know before he go to work, he gonna let the dogs out, make sure they eat. He already know he's programmed now.
He on
But
the see, he on the
Right.
schedule. There you go.
mhm.
All right.
He didn't feed him
So that
today
was
though. He let him out, but he definitely didn't feed him. But it's okay.
Cool.
He's right
Gonna
over
feed the
it.
dogs.
all right. So
Okay.
that's it, y'all. That concludes
Yeah.
this
In
segment.
conclusion, yeah. So I guess it seems like in a traditional relationship, when it's a man and a woman, the man runs it usually, and then
Yeah.
the man is the head of the household, and the woman runs it usually. Then you got some out here that the women do everything, and then some where the man does everything, and
Right.
um,
Okay. Garbage. Okay.
and then you got some lesbian ones where it started off one way and it changed.
Mm.
Yes, and then you have some other lesbian ones where it made it to
Where
the
they is just trail mixy. So
yeah.
Not trail mix.
In
I'm
the trail
done.
mix. Okay.
yes, bukkake, like yes. So yeah, I agree with all that right there. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Very
Okay, so
accurate.
right. Okay, listen, I agree with all of that. Not playing these
Well,
games.
without further ado, let's get into the NJZ hosted by me.
Okay, yay!
Okay,
That
so
was me.
this one says, "Hey ladies, what do y'all think about this? So I found out that my husband cheated on me with a coworker, a 20-year-old girl. When I found out, my husband apologized deeply, but I did confront the girl. And she said, it's something with these people that don't be having no punctuations. Okay. When I found out about the husband, when I found out my husband apologized deeply, but I did confront the girl. She said she didn't know he was married yet. I read their text messages where she says, relax, we both knew it. Mm. And my hubby said he told her. So she lied to me. That's fine. My husband called her in front of me and told her they can't see each other no more and blocked her. Tell me why this girl is following him at our job's garage, telling him that she misses him. Now I found out that she called him 2 days ago saying she's lonely and wants to see him. Now I'm going to call her. I might flip, but I think she needs to know that I can be very crazy and I don't even care anymore. I have been trying not to deal with her, but him. Huh? I have been trying not to deal with her, but him. And it looks like she thinks I'm quiet. I guess that's supposed to be quiet. What do y'all say? Jesus.
Say
Mm.
pull up and whip her. Listen, no,
Mm.
I'm messing. Don't pull up.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
don't
what?
pull up. But you need to let her know
Yeah.
you crazy and you don't care no more, so she can get the warning. And then if she don't listen, pull up on her.
I think that she need to let her husband. He need to put his foot down, and he needs to.
Yeah, he opened
'Cause
up this motherfucking can. Like,
yeah, because he okay. He blocked her, but she pulled up. Right? Did
ain't
she
nothing
call
but a
him
block.
too?
Yeah,
Do
she
they
pulled
work together?
up. Pulled up
Who
to the
works together
garage.
though?
Huh?
Who works together though? The wife and the
Them,
The
husband?
the
husband,
husband and
yeah,
the wife.
the wife and the husband. Yeah, sure he pulled up to the garage, so sure he
Damn,
already
she
knew
know
where
what he
he
work at
worked.
too.
Yeah, she know where he worked. Like, clearly he been smashing that hoe. A coworker. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Bitch, they all coworkers? She said, hey ladies, what y'all think? So I
Oh
found out my
yeah.
husband cheated on me with a coworker. Oh, bitch, so they all work together.
Child, it's messy.
Yeah, 20-year-old girl. So of course she know where y'all work. Okay, well,
And your husband's
yeah, he
invested if
messy.
she's
He
put
opened
on
that
him
all the
like
way
that.
up. He needs to handle that. Then and you
Yeah.
kept it at the job. Like you had no respect for your wife. Like no fucks was given. Like you couldn't even take that shit down the block, like to the Best Western. Like damn. Like
Maybe he
wow.
did, but they all work together, so she know where he work at. Maybe they wasn't doing it at the job.
No, I mean not that, but I'm saying like, why even find a girl that you
The
work with? Like
job.
you couldn't, yeah, like you couldn't find a whole nother. If you
Person
was
two
gonna
blocks
cheat,
down.
yeah, somebody who is not associated like with your job. Like,
Mm.
damn, ooh,
This thing must be
child.
thinking because she is feeding for him.
And
So he
she
did
and
not
she
And
have
he
done
what?
it.
blocked her. I mean, he
It
blocked
might
her,
not
but
be that good. It may not because she's young. She's only 20. And you know, when you
yeah,
young,
she is
Oh
20.
yeah,
you
that's true. I
do
forgot she
some
was 20.
foolish things, and it
Yeah.
may be because he's married and he's older and he's probably more of a provider or got a better
Yeah,
position.
she's 20 years old, so she couldn't expect the. She tried to go on her like a Sherry and Barbara moment. Like, Shorty is 20. Like, she
Yes,
ain't.
Shirley.
Yeah, she ain't about to give you that. She ain't about. I call her Sherry. She ain't about to give you.
You
You know
always
what I mean?
remix
That
this
kind
stuff.
of moment, like woman to woman. Let's talk. Yeah, of course she gonna
But she
lie.
did say
Like,
she didn't know.
but
So I
clearly
think
she did.
it seemed like she was trying to keep it on the tuck, but the husband was like she knew. But how she didn't know if they was all
Working together.
She
working
said,
together?
but she said she. That's why. That's why she like she knew.
She had to know.
She was like, I asked her, did she know, like, if he was married? Because I don't know if the husband don't be at work saying his wife is his wife. You know how some people work together, but you just would never even know.
At the
Like, oh, y'all go
hospital, it be a
together.
lot of
Like,
that going on at the hospital. It was a lot of that going on
yeah,
at
you see what I'm saying? So it's like,
Children's
and
National
you,
Medical
if
Center.
you didn't know, you ain't know. You know what I mean? Literally, like if you ain't know, you ain't know. Then when you find out, you're like, oh shit, y'all dating each other? I mean, y'all married? Like, oh, wow,
Melanie, I heard
okay.
that. You disrespectful.
At the Children's National Medical Center, because it was this dude one time I was talking to, and my source, my
Okay,
Okay. And the
source,
source?
that
okay.
because of the department that my source worked in, my source knew a lot of stuff. And it was like, they married to such and such that work in this department. Oh my God, I didn't know. Like, I'm glad I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you
And my
don't be
cousin worked
knowing.
there. He was security for
Huh?
years. My cousin's husband. So my cousin worked there. He was security. I
At
can't remember.
Children's, and the man, which one? The one I worked
Dark
at?
skin.
At the
Can't
one
think of
I
his
worked at?
name. Hmm.
What's his last name?
I
There's a
can't
lot of
remember.
dark skin ones. If he worked at the one I
Yeah,
worked with, I
I
probably
couldn't.
know.
Not
Either
not
way,
email. That was
this
love.
nigga gay. It's like, no. Either way. I don't know, man. The husband, he messed this all up. He messy. So he need to deal with this hoe.
He
And she knew
definitely
they
did.
worked together. She just said no. She knew that was his wife.
She probably
Because even
said,
in the
and I
text
think she
message,
said no because she didn't want to tell so she could still get the dick.
exactly. That's why she was like, no, I didn't know he was married. She was like,
Mm-hmm.
yet the wife read the text messages and it clearly said like, relax. We both knew it. Yeah, because she knew like they had a
Mhm.
whole wife, but
Yeah, true. Like
oh, girl,
I
it
was
ain't
just
even
saying,
for
don't pull up,
you.
girl.
It
That
ain't
little
even time
girl.
for you to nuck
That little
if you
girl.
bug. It ain't even worth to be doing all that. Girl, you like my outfit. Like, you don't even need to do all that. This a whole
Yeah,
20 year
because
old we're talking
you could lose
about.
your job and then
Yeah.
Right.
money, and
Right.
she's gonna bring it further. She has that whatever
Nothing
job.
to lose.
Yeah, she doesn't really have much
Yeah,
to
like she
lose.
don't got shit to lose. Old 20-year-old hoe. That bitch can go to college and everything. Like, so you got more to lose than she do. So that I definitely wouldn't take it to the nuck if you buck. At this point, I would nuck if you buck on my motherfucking husband because your stupid ass is the one. Like, you really disrespect me right in front of my face. Like, damn, in the same
Tell her
facility.
husband to get a restraining order.
Oh
And if
yeah,
he
that
Somebody
don't
was
do
gonna have to
it,
lose their job too then because they can't be
she
around each
do
other
the
if they
girl.
all three work there. Yeah.
You have to get a restraining order or something. And I mean, they
yeah.
might could still keep their job, but the girl got to stay so many feet away.
How does that
And
work if she
let's see, why
don't?
would you even?
That's
Yeah.
what I was saying. He messy. He ain't give a fuck about that marriage. Like he really
And
was
if the
like,
husband don't, if he doesn't do anything, then that means he's still hitting that. He's still covered.
Uh-huh.
that's what I'm saying. The block is a block. They ain't nothing. Like, yeah, I could block you, but I can unblock you too and be like, yo, meet me in the spot.
Well, he might
Like
have another phone and hitting her up from
that
there.
too.
Come on, dude.
That too.
Mm.
So
Mm. Niggas ain't shit.
mm. The hoes and tricks.
Oh, they ain't.
Okay.
They
So
ain't.
back to
They
That
the
little
first
girl thinking, that little girl with daddy issues thinking you're gonna be her zaddy. Girl, get out of here.
okay.
Well,
But bitches ain't shit either.
they
Okay.
That
sure
is
not.
accurate information.
They
That is
sure
I
not.
accurate
know. I know a
information.
couple. Mm.
I
Okay.
do too. They sure not. Real trail mixy.
I know it's one that I was talking about on my post today on my stories, and my stupid ass baby father tried to say I was talking about his other baby mother, and me and his other baby mother cool. I don't have no reason to throw shade to her, so he was projecting, talking about something
Oh
he was talking
yeah.
about me. You was thinking of me, nigga. Nobody thinks about you, so no.
Right.
That
You
was
was
funny.
thinking
That made
about
me bust
her.
out laughing though. I really needed that laugh because it was your comment after that. It was like, no, I wasn't, or whatever it was.
He
Nobody
was
Like,
like,
thinking
you
about
was
you.
think
I
he
can
was
say
like,
nobody thinking
what he
about
said,
you.
I was, even if you wasn't talking about me, I was the first person that you thought about, and I was like, you weren't.
yes,
You
that's what
weren't.
it was. And I was like, and I bust out laughing. I was like, oh
Because
my
you weren't. I was
God.
not
And
thinking
the
about him.
shade.
I was
Dude,
thinking
Boy, and
about
like
the
somebody
he
shade.
yeah, like
totally
he don't even
different.
know, like
And I
you
don't
think of
text
him
you.
never.
Like,
Like
and it's like, I don't,
Right?
the whole thing is about texting. I don't text you.
Mm, mm, mm,
Child.
mm.
he just
That
wants
was
something to say
hilarious.
so he can feel important. That's
So he
all.
can
He
put his
missed that
reply.
old thing. He want that old thing back.
Gross.
Ew.
No.
That
She
Ugh.
is
said gross.
right. That's trail mix. Ew. Like,
Oh
Ugh.
God.
ugh. Ooh, bukkake. All right,
Ugh,
now I'm done. I am done. You
gross.
could plug us
Anywho,
up. I
y'all
don't want
don't
no
even want to
bukkake
get to the
though.
climax because ew.
Okay.
Oh, we messed it up.
Damn.
Dang, sorry.
Well, we must all things must come to an end. Like he is in our relationship, and it will never happen again. So
That was shade.
now that was shade. Okay, so
And across
if-
the board, honey. 10s across the board.
okay.
Oh, bitch, that was bitch.
So
I
if
can't
you,
with y'all. Melanie is acting up this evening.
Go in.
I'll just be in
Period.
Yes, I'm the shady one. So if you want to contact us, if you want to come on the show, you have a topic, no judge zone, swinger post alert, something you want to talk about, whatever the case may be, you can hit us up on our email, which is firstladies2412@gmail.com. You can also check us out on our Instagram, which is at Drunken Threesomes Podcast. You can check us out on our TikTok, which is Drunken Threesomes 2412. We also have Twitter, which is Drunken Threesomes. We have Facebook as well, which is Drunken Threesomes with the First Ladies. And then you can also check us out on our Spotify or Apple Podcasts, which is Drunken Threesomes with the First Lady. See, we everywhere. We open. We be having orgies all over the world. But trust and believe that we are very clean and we protect ourselves. So you don't have to worry about
Okay.
when you join our orgy. Yes.
That's very
And
picky.
if you haven't done so, make sure you hit the like button on this video and subscribe, hit the notification bell just so you know when we come on. We usually come on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. So sometimes we throw a little quickie in there. We might hit you with the another
right.
day or might hit you with the live recording,
Okay.
all that. So just either way, make sure you tune in. And yes, thank you to all the old ho swingers and all the new swingers all across the world.
Okay.
I put on my heart. There we go.
Yes, thank you for
It's so
joining us.
cockeyed.
We really appreciate you.
Yes, my heart was cockeyed and cocked to the
Oh God, y'all crack me up.
my
Yes.
neck. I see this extra neck right here, chin.
What?
It's
So I got
extra in a
one too.
1 2.
I'm trying to get rid of it. It's gonna go away soon.
That's right.
Yes.
On the mic.
Mine
All
is
right.
in a 1 2.
So then let me grab our little glasses, swingers, get y'all cups, y'all blunts, whatever y'all have left as we cap off the end of the night here. Tap, tap
Clink.
to another
Clink, clink.
amazing episode.
Mm.
That is yummy.
Yes.
And just in case, if you are still wondering, we are still going strong. Bye, hoes.
Pour drinking.
Light it up.
Pour drinking.
Light it up.
Drinking.
Light it up.
Pour drinking.
Light it up.
Pour drinking.
Light it up.
Pour drinking.
Light it up. You're tuned into the Drunken Threesomes with the First Ladies. Got you turning up the temperature about 80 degrees. Growing up in a DMV, go best friend, go best friend. Finding on this sisterhood, we know you love this blend. Come toast with us, get drunk with us, and get into this tea. Come spar with us, no judge with us, and R.E.A.D. Okay, you looking like you wanna come over and take a peek. You can have one of us or all three of us with the swinger of the week. Wow.